My boss fired me for attending my own graduation ceremony. I spent 4 long years working as a part-time cashier at a busy grocery store in Ohio. I was also a full-time student at the local college, taking night classes after my shift finished. I saved every single dollar I earned to pay for my tuition, and I barely had enough money left for rent. My boss, Mr. Henderson, was a very difficult man who hated it whenever I asked for a single hour off. Last month, I finally finished my degree in business administration. I was so excited that I requested 1 day off for the graduation ceremony months in advance. Mr. Henderson looked at my request, laughed in my face, and told me that if I did not show up for my shift that day, I was absolutely fired. I tried to explain that this was a huge milestone, but he just told me that the store was more important than my personal life. I realized then that no matter how hard I worked, he would never respect me. I chose to go to my graduation anyway. When I walked across that stage to get my diploma, I felt so proud of myself. I knew I might lose my job, but I did not care because I had earned my future. I decided I would go to the store the next day to hand in my resignation. Quick pause, hit like and subscribe. Back to the story. When I arrived at the store on Monday, Mr. Henderson was waiting for me at the front door. He started yelling at me in front of all the other employees, telling me that I was useless and that I would never find another job in this entire city. He told me to pack my things and leave immediately because I was finished. I just smiled, pulled my diploma out of my bag, and handed him my resignation letter. He looked at it for a second, but I did not wait for him to say anything else. I turned around, walked out the front door, and never looked back. It turns out my hard work really did pay off because I had already applied for a position at a major company in Chicago during my final semester. A few days later, I got a phone call from their human resources department. They offered me a full-time job with a salary that was triple what I made at the grocery store. I moved to a beautiful apartment in the city, and I started my new career with a much better team. 6 months later, I heard from an old friend who still works at that grocery store. She told me that Mr. Henderson was struggling because he could not find anyone who wanted to work under his management. The store is losing so many dollars every single week, and he is now under investigation by the corporate office for his behavior. I am finally happy, successful, and free from his toxic rules.